Dust rose from the savanna as the small band moved at a half-run, arms tight around gathered roots and scavenged marrow bones. Feet slapping dry earth hardened by a season without mercy. They were already late. Vultures spiraled ahead, a black wheel against the sun, marking a carcass that would not wait. At the front, a broad-shouldered Homo habilis lifted a chipped stone, testing its edge with a thumb darkened by old cuts. Behind him, a mother clutched a child against her hip, the infant's fingers buried in her hair, eyes wide and quiet. Survival was motion, stopping meant hunger. They reached the carcass as the heat thickened. A fallen antelope lay torn open, ribs white, flesh steaming. Hyenas had been here and would return. The group spread without a word, some to watch the grass, others to work fast. Stone met bone, flakes snapped free, hands reached, scraped, filled. Marrow was prized, fat meant strength, strength meant tomorrow. The mother knelt, breaking a femur with a practiced strike, licking grease from her palm before pressing it to the child's lips. A shadow crossed the ground, the watchers stiffened. Lions moved at the edge of the tall grass, shoulders rolling, eyes measuring the distance between hunger and risk. The band tightened, bodies closer, stones raised. One lion tested them, padding forward. The leader stamped, flung dust, lifted a branch to look larger. The cat paused, flicked its tail and melted back. Breath returned in shudders. They worked faster. Then the wind changed. A low thunder rolled, distant but growing. Clouds climbed the sky like a wall. Rain would flood the riverbeds and erase tracks, but it would also bring cold and chaos. The band pulled away from the carcass, bundles heavy with bone and sinew, and began the long cut toward a line of rocks that promised shelter. They did not see the other humans until it was too late. Shapes emerged from the scrub, leaner, scarred, carrying stones of their own. A rival band, the air tightened. Both groups froze, weighing cost against need. The rival leader stepped forward, eyes fixed on the marrow bundles. Hunger sharpened everything. The first stone flew, not aimed to kill, but to drive away. It struck a shoulder, blood bloomed. The clash came like a storm break, stones whistling, bodies colliding, teeth bared. The mother fell, protecting the child with her back as feet thundered past. Rain burst open the sky. Mud slicked the ground, the fight fractured as lightning split the clouds and a roar answered from the grass. A lion charged, drawn by blood and panic, rival and kin scattered alike. The leader seized the moment. He dragged the mother up, shoved the child into another's arms and ran. They plunged into a dry gully just as rain transformed it. Water surged, brown and violent, sweeping loose stones and bones. The band scrambled up the far bank toward a cave mouth blackened by old smoke stains. The lion skidded at the edge, snarling, thwarted by water and narrow footing. Inside the cave, darkness swallowed them. They pressed together, trembling, rain drumming like hooves. Hours passed, the storm moved on. When they emerged, the savanna was changed, grass flattened, air clean, the river roaring where dust had been. They counted their own. One elder lay still, chest crushed by a fall. The mother's shoulder bled where a stone had opened it. The leader knelt, selecting leaves with bitter sap, chewing them to a paste and packing the wound. Hands held her steady. The child watched, silent, eyes reflecting firelight as someone coaxed embers alive with dry fungus saved for this moment. Night fell. Predators called, but the cave held. The band shared marrow, passed bone to bone, grease shining on faces. The mother breathed easier. The leader placed the last of the fat into the child's mouth, then lifted the elder's stone tool and set it beside the body. A gesture of memory and respect. At dawn, they moved again. They followed the river now, using the water's edge to mask their scent, crossing where stones broke the current. They learned as they went, where grass hid snakes, where trees bent low enough to climb, how to time the vultures and read the clouds. When they found a stand of figs heavy with fruit, laughter bubbled out of chests and used to ease. Fingers stained purple. Children chased each other, strength returning. By the time the sun lowered, they reached a rise overlooking open land rich with game trails. They built a ring of stones, stacked branches and slept close. Endurance was not a single victory, it was a chain, tools passed hand to hand, wounds bound, food shared, fear faced together. In that shared rhythm, beneath a sky that had tried to break them, early humans learned how to last.